Assalamualaikum. Hello again. It's me, Sedang or Sedang. Today I'm going to share with you the sentence structures which involve the action verbs. In English, each action verbs can be written in 5 forms. For example, I give you an example. A simple action verbs: eat, makan. So eat, the word eat is the base word of the verbs. The action verbs eat, when it is used with singular subject, the word eat will become eats with an additional s at the end. And then when it is used in the past tense, it will change into ate, ate. And then again, when to describe the ongoing actions, the word eat will be changed to eating with additional ing. And then in the perfect tense or in participle forms, it is changed to eaten, eaten, eaten. So we have 5 forms of the verbs eat: eat, eats, ate, eating, and eaten. It goes the same with the other action verbs. So every action verbs in English has these 5 forms. These action verbs are influenced by times and the subjects or the dual of the actions. In the standard teaching of these action verbs, students are introduced to tenses: present tense, past tense, continuous tense, and perfect tense. Those are the tenses introduced in the standard classroom teaching, and most teachers taught their students in that way. So in this, using these easy sentence structures in English, we are going to learn how to use these action verbs in a much easier ways. Okay, for example, in English, in the standard English, the word eat, eats, and ate, they are called the simple forms. They are called the simple forms. Simple present, which they have 2 for singular and plural subjects, and then we have simple past tense, and then they have the continuous forms, the one with ing, and again they have the past continuous, present continuous, and future continuous. And last one is the perfect forms. It is also divided into 3: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect tense. So learning these tenses to the students is quite confusing. So to overcome that, we introduce these easy sentence structures. We are using new terms in Bahasa Melayu for them to understand how to construct the sentences in a much easier way. So let's look at these sentence structures. Okay, the first structures is what we call the satu KK structure. In the standard teaching, this satu KK belongs to the simple forms of the verbs. So satu KK means that in the sentence, the verbs used is only one. So only one verb's form is used. So the verb will not be connected, will not be formed together with other auxiliaries, other helping verbs. So for example, the word eat, so it does not use with the verb to be, or the verb to have, or the verbs to do. So it goes the same with eats and ate. So in the sentence, the subject only use one verb. So that is what we meant by satu KK. Satu KK means satu kata kerja, one verbs, one action verbs. The second forms is what we call the sedang. The sedang structures. So this structure belongs in the standard teaching of English. It is called the continuous forms. So to form the verb sedang, so we have to combine the action verbs with another helping verbs, which is the verbs to be. So the verbs to be am, is, are, was and were will be added to the ing forms of the action verbs to make the verb sedang. So in Bahasa Melayu, the word sedang means something which is still happening or ongoing action. The verbs to be will function as the word sedang in Bahasa Melayu. Let's look at some sample sentences of these structures. Unable to use the sentence structures, especially using the action verbs correctly in a sentence, it will not bring the meaning you are trying to deliver to the reader. So that will not make your writing interesting. To make your writing interesting, you need to know how to use these action verbs in their different structures. So each structures give different meaning to the sentences. So use the sentence structures wisely, correctly, to produce a good writing, a good essay. So I will give you some exercises for you to do. So as usual, the answers will be given in my next video. So for that, stay safe, stay home, and don't go out. And I would like to take this opportunity to wish you happy Ramadan Kareem, and happy fasting. And don't cheat, fast fully this month. Okay, see you.